Mother Mary a question. Mother Mary, what is the vibe? What is the vibe of today on Sunday, January 25th, 2026? What is the vibe of today? Okay, you saw it, a whole bunch of cards popped out. We have a vibe of being masked, shattered, in a sense of established and settled into our way. So the established order as we know it has been shattered. And as a result, we have to hide ourselves from those forces of deception, the nightmares coming into our world that have disrupted our lives. That's the vibe of today. But let's just take a look. What is the vibe of today? Let's take a look with a different set of cards while we are waiting. What are we masking ourselves from? Just going to pull a few cards. What kind of mask are we wearing? Is that how we ask this question? The established order has been shattered, and we are masking, hiding ourselves from deception. And what are those values? What has been shattered? What has been shattered? Yes, that is the question. What has been shattered? This is Tools of Fortune for entertainment purposes only. So we got a couple cards. In our world that has been shattered, our world of stability, of celebration, our world of that was one of motherly care, of our home, that it's established, that we love, in the sun has been shattered. We are challenged to defend ourselves, to protect ourselves from a bully, and a bully that is coming in to destroy everything that we have worked to establish. The world order has been shattered, and we are hiding. What are we hiding right now? So the energy here, the up energy, is one of 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. It is a 6 up and a 5 down. So we're looking at a 6 up energy and a 5 down. Six is the up energy and a 5 down. So the challenges are clouded. The world of balance and harmony is stuck from being able to move forward into a challenge. The challenges that have come are of darkness versus light. That's kind of what I see here. The dark challenges. Tell us about the darkness, the dark challenges. Tell us about the dark challenges. That's the word that we have right now. I'm just going to put these over here. Remember that you matter. We'll put them there so that they're not in the way. Tell us about the dark challenges. What is it that we are hiding and concealing? The dark challenges. And we're going to go move forward into another deck. Let's just do the crossword oracle and see if we can, if it has something to say for us. It's probably best that I don't put these headphones on, because every time I wiggle my camera stand, mic stand, it causes noises to reverberate through the mic. Welcome, Maria. Welcome. It's good to see you. Hadn't seen you for a while. So tell us about the dark challenges. Oh, I went to a funeral yesterday for a buddy of mine. He would have been 68 this week, actually. Anyways, tell us about the dark challenges. Okay. 8. This one popped out. Curtain. Curtain. Evade. And quit. And see. So these words of a curtain coming up and obscuring our vision, obscuring and being able to evade these challenges as they come are difficult. And there's this great desire just to quit and give up and let the sea roll over you. Let the sea wash over you so that you just fall down into that dark, cold place. That's kind of the energy of this moment. One of evasion, of being obscured, obscured by darkness and the thoughts of being defeatist. Welcome, Christine. Welcome. Do you have a question, Christine? I'm just reading the vibe of the moment. And this is what we're bringing into manifestation here. We are manifesting this sort of a concealment because the world, the established order of the world, seems to be broken right now. That summed up your vibe? Oh, okay. Bringing into manifestation this dark challenge. Let's see if we can go look at another oracle deck and see if it has some other things that it will want to reveal for us. So, have you been to this one before, Christine, while I was live? Is this the first one you've caught while I was live? I know that in February that I want to do another crafting video, before Valentine's Day, a 999 show. So, what else do we got? What else can you tell us about the dark challenges ahead? Okay. All right, that card popped out. A yes card. So the answer to the question is yes? Yes? Well, that doesn't really say much, does it? I think that's just the spirit coming out and giving us like trying to be more positive. It's asking us to be more positive. Yes? Why don't you tell me when to stop shuffling this one, Christine? Or if Maria is still there, you can tell me when to stop shuffling. We're looking into what what else can Spirit tell us about this darkness, that cloud that we are entering into. Okay? Over or under? Over or under? Under. Over or under? Over or under? Over. Okay. So it's like this. So it's like telepathy. And look at that twin flame. So this dark challenging, this thing has to do with like challenging transformative relationships, twin flame relationships that are being those opposite things and being challenged by that. So is this a more personal thing? Yes, I think it's on the more personal level, being challenged by one's opposite. And as a society, actually, that kind of sums up our established order is being challenged by this opposite energy. Everything that we thought we weren't, and that is what's coming up. It is boiling over us like a sea, a curtain covering over the land. And then our intuition is trying to tell us something. To tell us something about the moment, and so pay attention to what you are experiencing right now. Spend more time connecting to a greater reality, connecting to that greater reality, connecting to the outdoors. So maybe it's like that. I know that some of the countries is experiencing a a blanket of snow over the country. Now it's like 40 degrees where I'm at right now. It was freezing when I woke up. I mean, there are the little pond out in the front there is frozen over in places, or there's a thin layer of ice over it. It's cold, but it's not that cold here. It can be cold later. And then, yes, if you've asked a question about this moment, the answer is yes. I don't know what the question is. So we got yes, telepathy, and this twin flame energy. I've been pulling this card a lot. I don't understand what this means. Oh, I hit the microphone again. That makes those bad wobbling noises. I got to be careful. So does anybody have a question? Any question at all, or do you want me to make up another question? Nobody has any questions. Oh, well. I go for it. Okay. I'll ask another question. I'll ask a question on behalf of someone else. So this is the vibe for today. The established order has been broken. There is a curtain of darkness that has descended upon us. We can't get away from it. We want to quit. And we're manifesting, and we feel like sinking right into the sea. So your mind is a blank right now? All right. So would you like a general reading, Maria? Would you like a general? A general reading? Welcome. So you have a question on Warren? Okay. All right. Good. A question. A question. I was going to come on a little earlier, but I had put my art in an exhibit, and then I wasn't able to retrieve it when it was finished yesterday. So the organizer brought it back for me. Do you want to see the art that I put into an exhibit? So this is for... Mm-hmm. All right. What does Warren think of Chinese disco babe? All right. Today's the 25th. 1, 25, 26 for Yeah, okay. Oh, you just wanted to watch. All right. So, I came out because I was waiting for my stuff to come. This was a mask that I put into my this exhibit yesterday. It was going on while I was at a funeral. Mask. And then there was a painting. This was a painting that I did in the summer. I don't want to get it too close to the to that candle there. And then there was a painting. This is another painting. A road to the misty mountains here. I hit the microphone again. And that was another painting that I did over the summer. Fall, I think. It was a fall, I think. And we'll put them. You like the road? Yeah. On the road with Jack Kerouac and Tools of Fortune. All right, let's clear the air. And we'll get on with Chinese Disco Babe's question. Mother Mary. Chinese Disco Babe has a question. Mother Mary. Chinese Disco Babe wants to know about Warren. She wants to know what Warren thinks of her today. That is a mask I painted a year ago. It's not a new one. It's a older one. So what does Warren think of Chinese Disco Babe? All right. So what deck do you want? Crossword Oracle, Celestial Insights, or the Apprentice Tarot? Or I could try a different tarot deck altogether. And let me see if I have it here. I think I will try a different tarot deck. No, it's not that one. Not that one. Where's it at? Don't touch the table, Bill. Is it over there? You want to do the Celestial Insights, okay. And I want that other tarot deck. I haven't really used it very, and I think it will be good for this reading. If I can find it. It's right here, isn't it? No, that's something total. Oh, that's where that went to. Looking for things. And I think I'm gonna look for it. I think it's over there. I'll be right back. I'm just looking for another tarot deck. I got some over here. This one here? Maybe. It has to be in that drawer. I'm still here. I'm still here. Oh, I got so much stuff in this space. I really need to declutter. There it is. It's hiding in the back. All right, we'll do these two decks here for you. Okay, all right, there we go. Okay. Now, we'll kind of make it look cool here. The mask. This stuff was all about masks and concealment. I'll have to put the glasses back on to read it, but we will do some shuffling here. I like totally can't see anything on the chat. My eyes are really bad. Chinese Disco Babe, I have they're becoming worse and worse. I have to keep my blood sugar under control. All right, so we're just gonna mix and match and mix it match. I know somebody else popped in, but I really can't see it at all. It's a big blur. All right, I'm gonna have to take off the mask. I have to go put the. Oh, that was Maria. Zorro. Yeah. What does Warren think of Chinese Disco Babe? All right. We'll do the celestial insights on the last one. All right, Chinese Disco Babe. You need to tell me when to stop shuffling here in a second. All right, tell me when to stop shuffling. Oh, wait, one of them popped out already. Oh, more cards are popping out. This deck is kind of talkative. What does Warren think of Chinese Disco Babe? Okay. Wait. Some of these cards are... There's this one here, too. One more card. Looks like the cards are just sort of popping out for you here. What does Warren think of Chinese Disco Babe? Okay, we'll take this card here. All right, now... Put that over here. Okay. It's been gunshots going off all day in the valley. I have too much stuff around here. Let's move this tarot deck here. There we go. What does Warren think of Chinese disco babe? Oh, another card just popped out. Alright. There we go. We have a whole assortment of cards. Well, it looks like Warren is in this infantile state, in a cocoon, looking out onto the world. A snake devours its own tail, making sort of a loop, an endless cycle, a loop of looking out, but inside, Warren is sort of stuck in this cocoon, hiding himself from the world. That was one of the energies that has come out. And then we have this guy on a ship, and it is stormy out, and there's a storm outside of him, so he's hiding away, but outside of him is a storm raging on, and while traveling on a sea, traveling in a boat across the sea. It is just sort of a rocking and rolling, and you're just trying to hang on. In his hand is a cup, and he has it raised up, ready to strike this sea creature on the deck of the ship. Okay. Then there is a bit of this Queen of Swords energy. Queen of Swords energy here. And with the Queen of Swords energy, it is as though her light is not lighting above her head, but her light she is in darkness. So he is thinking about you in the dark. He's thinking about you in the dark. I'm just reading the cards. Okay. And then this sense of this innocence broken. The innocence broken innocence. Faith broken, trust broken. So the state that he is in right now is governed by by this sense of he is infantile in a womb. He is on the deck of a ship, and it is rocking and rolling, and there's a sea storm blowing. A light governing his life is being buried in this storm. His world is upside down. The feminine energies are not getting in. As you can see, this eye is looking in, but it's hard to see because he is hiding right now. Hiding because of this raging storm that is going on in his life that is a result of a broken trust, a lack of faith, an unwillingness to proceed forward. That's kind of what I got from these cards. I'm reading the energies of the image, but not necessarily the suit of the tarot. And so we are looking at a what does he think of you? There's a purpose here. The purpose, a purpose guiding this issue of what does he think about you. He's on this stairway, walking through a graveyard, through a dark city. His feelings towards you are clouded. They're hard to see because his light is buried in the ground. And with each step he walks forward, he is trying to accept what is going on. His hands reach out to grab the light, but they're just out of reach. Just out of reach. And he's experiencing guilt and remorse. So he is not able to connect up to you because he is in a cocoon, hiding his guilt from the world. He's trying to accept the reality as it is and see what his purpose in life is. That's kind of what I'm getting here in these pictures of being in a broken trust, a lack of faith, hiding his intellectual energy, his light from the world. What does he think about you? It looks as though he may not be thinking about you at all, Chinese Disco Babe, because he's just too stuck inside of himself to even get out. Taking one step in front of the other, one step in front of the other, and then when he does have thoughts about you, it's guilt. And it's in trying to accept the situation as it is. I hope that helps. I don't know if that helps you at all. Okay. Does anybody else have a question? The more intuitive me, I used your deck. I'm going to need to use that deck more. Okay, so I'm going to go move on, and we're going to ask just another question. I want to do a general reading on someone who's not present. For a relative. Okay, this is the general reading for relative. So he's on your social media and probably can see that you're attached, and then okay, okay, I see. So you reached out to him, but now you are attached, and so you're kind of okay. So did those cards make sense then? The him being kind of like in a womb, hiding, but yet looking forward, walking up those stairs, trying to accept the truth, that brokenness, a lack of faith, a lack of innocence, an inability to move forward without a lot of heavy darkness around him. That's kind of what I got. So let's go do a general reading on relative. All right. Mother Mary, I am asking a question on behalf of a relative. Mother Mary, this relative is lost. She wants to know what is the way forward. And I will rephrase that question of what is the way forward. Welcome, Fan. I will be. If you have a question, I'll be with you next. And I'm going to start with what is the way forward. We're going to do a page number, and we will look at that, the page number there. This is for entertainment purposes only. Hit the microphone again. I got to stop doing that because it makes a noise. Everything's so tight in this space here. I need a separate microphone stand for the microphone. But I'll have to wait on that. I don't really have the cash for that. The one I have priced out is like around $80. So it's 1-4. I'll be right with you. Just once you rephrase your question, and I'll be with you next. And what is the way forward for? It's kind of popping out. Got a little bit exuberant there. 6, 1, 4, 6, so 11. Oh, stop hitting the mic, Bill. Everything's really tight in this space. I'm sorry. And 9. Looks like 9. So 1, 4, 6, 9. So looking at 10, 20. So it's kind of the number here, 20, is about reestablishing balance, reestablishing the yin and the yang. So that's the first piece of information we have is the number 20, which is comprised of a new beginning plus foundations plus balance and harmony, love and harmony plus completion. Totals to 20, which is reduces down to the number 2. And so we're looking at 1, 4, 6, 9. 1, 4, 6, 9. So, Van Doozle, please state your question. 1, 4, 6, 9. All right. 1, 4, 6, 9. Oh, a wedding mass. Wedding. A new union. What is the way forward? It is, let's say the word is wedding. A new union. A new union? My dear friends, let us ask God for his continued blessings upon this bridegroom and his bride. Pray silently for a while. Holy Father, creator of the universe, maker of man and woman in your own likeness, source of blessing for married life, we humbly pray to you for this woman who today is united with her husband in this sacrament of marriage, so that they may together rejoice in your gift of married love. Lord, may they both praise you when they are happy and turn to you in their sorrows. May they be glad that you help them in their work and know that you are with them in their need. We pray to you in the community of the church and be your witness in the world. May they reach old age in the company of their friends and come at last to the kingdom of heaven. Taste and see the goodness of the Lord. Now this person is married. Their marriage is in a dead marriage. So I'm just going to go with the sense that what popped out was, what does a wedding mean? It is the fusion of two different realities. So for this, what is the way forward? It is fusing yourself to your spiritual reality, fusing yourself to your spiritual life, to your family, to your husband, regardless of how you feel about them. Let us go and take a look in the we'll look in the crossword oracle. All right. You want to know? Well, I will write that down when I just finish this reading here. So, a word. What should Anne fuse herself to? Wed herself to? What should she wed herself to? What should she wed herself to? We'll take this card here. Number 7. You got to think about it. 3 and 4. We have creative expression and creativity and your foundation. And thinking about your creative self, and rebuilding the foundation of your life, because what is the way forward? The way forward is you will be using your creativity to push forward in this new path. It will be like a new union, a wedding. It will be something foundational. The way forward is embracing this foundational spirit, and the overall number of that is that of 7, and that is of contemplation and meditation. And the way forward is through thinking in terms of creativity, thinking in terms of what can you do to build up your foundation. And so let's see if we have a couple words here that may pop out. First word that pops out is spirit. Spirit. And then optic, so you need to see. Looking with your eyes open. Your spirit eyes open, your physical eyes open, and tackle. Tackle each problem as it comes along. Tackle each problem as it comes along. And the other word is tackle. Tackle. Okay. So tackle each problem as it comes along. Just kind of get in there with it. Get in with the full spirit of your fullness of your spirit. With your eyes open. Don't close your eyes. Whatever you do, don't close your eyes. And spend time working on your spiritual life. That will help you to build up that foundation, and having your eyes open and tackling those problems with your creativity will help to build your foundation and help you to balance out the yin and the yang, the darkness and the light in your life, and have that new union with whatever it is that may be coming your way. And what that is something that will be using your creativity. Your creativity is what is the necessary component for you to move forward. That is the way forward. I hope that helps. Okay, we'll move on to the next question. This may be the last question of the day, most likely. And we have Than T H D Z A L O Van Du Van Van Du Van Dil Van Luzolo Van Luzolo. Okay. 1, 25, 26. What does Jay think of me? Does Jay love me? Is that the question? I'm getting this right? Does Jay love you? Is this a romantic think of you, or is it a friendship think of you? But nevertheless, is it, so romance love or just friendship love? So it's, you may ask a question, Fran. Next. So Fran, romance. Okay. All right. So Fran Reels, you'll be after this one. Okay. So, is love coming my way? How about that? Is love coming my way? Past love? Is it past love coming back? Or is it a new love? A new love. Okay. So you got 3 questions here. And we'll be with you after this one. All right. So then Duzlo, you're going to need to be with me. If you are here, let's start by clearing the air. Mother Mary. Then Duzlo has a question. Mother Mary. Then Duzlo wants to know if Jay loves her romantically. Does Jay love her romantically? Okay, then Duzlo. All right. I'm going to mix and match and mix up the cards here. All right. I'm going to give them a little bit more of a mix. Like that. Okay. I'm going to give you some instructions, and I want you to follow those instructions. All right. Does Jay love Thanduzalo? Does Jay love Thanduzalo? So you need to tell me when to stop shuffling Thanduzalo. When do I need to stop shuffling? Does Jay love Thanduzalo? Okay. So it's a maybe. It's not an absolute no, but it's a sort of a no. It's a questionable no. So the it's a no with a question mark, that he does not romantically love you. What's kind of going on is that there has been some passion. There's some passion here for you. But the passion is stifled by being too melodramatic, too much emotion. There's too much emotion in this situation, and it's stifling the love. The love is running out of the cup onto the ground. The cup of his love is running out. He's being being stifled by this. And then he has a sense that he's losing control. Losing control of the situation. And so in that, he has pulled back. He has pulled back his feelings for you because he doesn't know what to do with them. Does that help? So if we just take a look at the numerical energy here that we have, as on the up energy, it's a 1. So there's a sense of a new beginning. He is beginning new. But at the same time, what is the down energy? We got 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And it is, he's stuck. He's stuck. So in one sense, there is a new beginning. In one sense, there is this beginning stages of love, but that love is stuck in place. So the love is stuck, or it is stagnant. Stagnant. It's not going anywhere. So Jay's love for you is stagnant. It is stifled. It is stuck in place. That's what I got for you. I know that's probably not what you were looking for. What does he think of you? There's a sense of this, of too much drama. And when he's around you, he doesn't want to move. He's on this chariot ride that ain't going nowhere. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm glad that makes sense for you. Thank you very much for allowing me to read for you. And then we will read for Fran Reel next. Oh, do you want to, maybe you need to leave. I'll ask that question then. Okay. Since we're in your energy, since you're in your, so should you leave? I'll be right with you, Fran. While I'm here with Van Duzelo, she wants to know if she should leave this relationship. Should she leave? Okay. All right. One more time, we're going to do this shuffling. Okay. Why don't we just go ask, should you leave? If it says no, then you need to work things out. But let's go, should you leave? Why don't you tell me when to stop shuffling? should Thanduzalo leave the relationship? Should she leave the relationship? Should she leave the relationship? Okay. Again, it seems to stop right in that spot. So it's maybe. So you could leave, and that's okay. There is, and a reason why you should leave is because there's a lack of connection. There's no partnership. There's a lack of partnership. No connections. The connection is broken. Connection is broken. That's one energy. So the the other energies that we have here, and oh wait, should she leave? Actually, no. Actually, the answer to that I misread this one, but it's you should. Um, so you could leave. You could leave, but so you're going to have to work on the partnership. You need to because of the stagnancy of the relationship, you need to see things from a different viewpoint. So if you are to stay in this relationship, you're going to need some outside help. You're going to need some outside help from like a counselor, like a couples counselor or something like that. And both parties here, you're going to need to go to this couples counseling to work on how to reawaken this relationship. So that's what I'm getting. I hope that helps as well. So what you need is an outside person to look in on your relationship. They have you sitting here, he's sitting there, and you're going to talk to one another. And this outside party has got to give you the perspective that you need to see if you should leave or should you stay. Does that help? So what we have here is that this is, you're out of harmony, you're out of love, there's no love, and the harmony is broken. And there is a need for change. So it is broken love, broken harmony, broken peace, and then coupled by a desire for change or for freedom. Or if you want to stay, it's going to be a hell of a challenge to stay. Okay. That's probably not what you wanted to hear. Okay. Now we go over to Fran. All right. You're welcome. Thank you very much. Couples counseling. So you got to go to couples counseling. If it's like a pastor, if you can't afford one, there may be, yeah, there might be, look at what the resources are in your neighborhood. It should be an outside party, no friends, no family. Nothing like that. Maybe a religious leader, a spiritual director, some external party. Okay. All right, Fran Real, this one is for you. Let's clear the air. Mother Mary, Fran Real has a question. Mother Mary, Fran Real wants to know about her love life. Is a past love coming back, or is there a brand new one coming into her life? Help us, Mother Mary, to guide us through this question, through this inquiry. Fran Real needs to know. Okay. Fran Real, are you here? I want you to help me in this process. Be here with me right now. And let us connect our spirits together, connect our consciousness together, so that we can see what it is that you want to see. All right, Fran Real. We have essentially 3 questions. Yeah, we have essentially 3 questions. All right. So is love on the horizon for Fran Real? So, Mother Mary, is love on the horizon for Fran Real? And tell me when to stop shuffling Fran Real. Is love on the horizon for Fran Real? Is love on the horizon for Fran Real? Want me to stop here? Okay. Okay, so Hierophant again, huh? It looks like in the near future you're not going to be you're going to staying single for a while. And so you have I think it goes like this. So is love coming your way? So in the short term, there's a possibility, but it is a no with a question mark. So it's kind of a maybe, Fran. What is governing this? What is governing this no? Is one is a there's in a. All right, Brandy Lee. Let's just I'll go one step at a time here. So you're in a sort of a rules system. In your system here, um, you are following rules and following a story. And in following this story, your expectations are being broken. At every moment that you look forward and you're waiting for and while you are looking for love, your expectations are being broken. Your vision as you look forward to what your future should be is not working out the way you want it to, because you're in this set of rules, and in your established order is not working for you. And it's not working for you because there is too much rigidity in this system. So what it sounds to me like, Fran, is that you gotta in order to for a past love or even a new love to come into your life, you gotta break this system that you're in. So whatever this funk is that you're in is based upon maybe the fairy tales that you are that you believe should be, that your life should be like. You have too many unrealistic expectations, and in that you're just hanging on to this story like it was a bar of gold. And whatever this story is that is driving you is keeping you from moving forward, from casting your vision out into the sea, like a bottle, throwing a bottle out into the sea with a message in it. Do you love me? And waiting for it to return, but it does not go anywhere. It's just sort of stuck in place. Brandy Lee, I am right in the middle of a question. So can you want to please hang on? So there's one person before you. Fran Real is before you. So the energy we have here, Fran Real, in this, no, but there's a, so in the possibility of you going forward, we're going to go take a look at that. Take a look at this. What do you need? We're going to go in and, so we have a 5. And so you're being challenged. You're being challenged by your story, by your rules. In your rule-based system is being challenged. And in that we have 3, 16, that's right, 12. And then we're looking at the number 6, which is out of balance. And so in disharmony. Disharmony and in a lack of love. So a lack of love and disharmony. Let's take a look here. Mother Mary, what does Fran Real need to do in order to attract love into her life? What does Fran Real need to do? What does she need to do to attract new love or past love into her life? What does she need to do? You did make it, Sarah. So what does Fran Real need to do? Oh, he doesn't want to shuffle together. Okay. Mary Mother, what does Fran Real need to do? It's this card here. So, Spirit is telling you you need to have a renewal in your life. Being like this plant and regrow your story, regrow how you are looking at your path, your life. You need fresh energy in there. So it's being that maybe you're just not ready to move on. You're not ready, but in order to move on, yes, you want a love. You want a person. You want somebody from the past. You want somebody in the future, maybe. But you have to renew yourself first. Connect to nature. Spend time alone. Spend time thinking about what it is that you want. What do you want? Maybe to do the work, to do the journaling work that you need to do, to figure out what it is you want, to renew yourself, to not be rigid in your rules, and ask yourself why. Why must it be this way? Why must I live my life this way? Why must I believe this? What is its purpose? Then really to think about that, so that in a sense of why are you rigidly holding on to this story? That's what I got for you. It's probably not what you wanted to hear. So is new love coming your way? It looks like no, but this is the reason why it's not coming your way. So some of the things you need to think about while you're being challenged here is to think about balancing yourself, bringing in harmony in your life, and rather than chaos, renewing yourself, becoming new, becoming like this new shoot growing up from the ground. Okay? All right. That's what I got for you. Let's go to... Oh, I need another note cards. Ran out of note cards. Okay. More note cards. This is for Brandy Lee. Brandy Lee. Okay. Brandy Lee. We were looking at 1262025. Brandy Lee. And it is cold. It's, well, actually right now it's someplace between 35 and 40 degrees outside Maria. It's getting close to dark, so it is what is Brandy Lee's question? What's your question, Brandy Lee? Brandy, what is your question? Who's watching you? Who is watching Brandy? Interesting. So somebody's watching you? You're being watched and you want to know who is watching you? Is that what I'm getting on your question? You get the feeling like somebody's watching in on your life. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm going to put this deck away. All right, let's start by clearing the air. I need to get my deck out. I don't think it's this one. I'm going to use this one. And start out with this one here. All right. Let's clear the air. Welcome, Lila. Welcome. So you've been being watched for years and you want to know who is... I'm not going to be able to give you any names there. I am fine. I'm fine, Boja. It's getting close to... This is the last question, but if anybody has another question, I will open up my very next reading with it. I may pop on tomorrow afternoon and do a reading. Okay, all right, Brandy Lee. Let's start by clearing the air. Mother Mary, Brandy has a question. Mother Mary, help us to come to the truth of this. Brandy feels watched. Help us to reveal the spirit that is watching her. Okay, Brandy, you need to tell me when to stop shuffling. You need to tell me when to stop shuffling. I'm just going to give it a little maxi mix here. Welcome. Thank you for saying hello. All right, Brandy, you need to tell me when to stop shuffling. Well, this one just popped out. Okay. All right, Brandon Lee. We're just going to go off of this one that popped out with a 1 and a 5. We have the number 15. Meaning of 15. I'm going to just look at the whole number. In life, well, interesting. So, like a goddess, so it's like a feminine energy. So we're looking at a feminine energy is watching you. A feminine energy. So that's the first thing I'm getting here, like uh, Ishtar, or a feminine spirit, a divine feminine, a a female energy is watching you. And look, we have the word watch, we have the word unsettle. And so the words that have popped out here is we have October. So October is like the 10th month. We have walrus, spirit of a walrus. And then in here, you're being watched, and it's unsettling. Unsettling. So it is the spirit that is watching you. Is that like of a walrus? And so let's just see what walrus would mean. I'm going to go look that up here. What does a walrus mean? Walrus spirit mean? So, this is not a negative spirit. It's sort of a deep. So you're essentially, this feminine energy is connected to you deeply. And the word October, so it is a deep and strong feminine energy that is watching you, that is absorbed by you. Absorbed by you. And you feel unsettled. There's some this unsettled spirit, a restless spirit about this. Let's see what October. So then it's transitory. So it's a transitioning, and so it's a transitory spirit. It's sort of it is both in the physical realm and it is in the spiritual realm, and you are being watched by this strong female spirit that is has a sense of the number 15, like a goddess, like the goddess Ishtar. So you can look up that goddess Ishtar watching you, deep, strong energy watching you, absorbed, absorbing your strength, absorbing your spirit. Okay, let's just put that over there. Now we're going to come over here. And let's just give this a shuffle. I'm gonna read this like I'm just gonna read the images on the cards. I'm not necessarily gonna be reading this as though it were a tarot deck. I want to just get a sense of who is watching you, Brandy. And I want you, if you're still there, Brandy, I want you to, when I'm doing this, I'm going to have asked to ask you who is watching Brandy. I'm going to do a question here. Is Brandy's watcher a good spirit? Let's do that. Okay, Brandy Lee, I'm going to ask you, this is the question that I'm asking this deck here. Is your watcher a good spirit? I want to find out if it's a good spirit. And let's just take a look. Okay, that was two cards popped out already. All right. And let's see what we have. One more card. One more card. And tell me when to stop shuffling for that last card. Oh, it just popped out. It looks like this spirit is kind of negative. It's a negative spirit. It's not necessarily because you feel so unsettled by this experience. We have this feminine energy that is absorbed in you, that is strong. You feel unsettled, and this is the nature of this unsettledness. Things going on in the brain, upside down, this rootedness, this in your imagination, and maybe this is mostly you, that you feel. So is this spirit a good spirit? It does not feel good to you. It does not feel good to you. And we have this energy of, let's see, Queen 13, that's 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So it is a look at that, 1-1 or 10-10. So it's kind of stationary. It's like it's in a state of being, and so you're looking at if you want to look at a angel number of 1010 and think about the number 1010, and I'll just go look that up for you here. So in one sense, this watcher, it is like there's that transitory. It's a spirit that will lead to some kind of an awakening. So the number 1010 is about waking up and eyes open, having your eyes open to this sort of this spirit, this thing that you are experiencing. One, and one that's up. So there's a beginning that is not beginning, it's stuck. And so it's in this loop of being stuck. And the stuckness is about this here. And this spirit here of, okay, there's somebody that's looking out over the sea. A feminine spirit. So there's a lot of female energy here, but there is this sense of this masculine energy that is stuck in the head. The roots are growing the wrong way. This story is not, it's not moving. It's not moving. So in this sense, it's stuck in place. It's not moving. And we have this body experience. We have this 10-10. Let's see here. Queen of Pentacles. So in the sense of the mystery of this body is this is not helping you at all, is it, Brandy? I don't know. I don't know if any of this stuff is helping you. Maybe you're even more confused because somebody's watching you and you don't know who it is. But what I'm getting from this is that it is a female energy that is watching you, and there's a inability to move on from it, stuck in place, things going wrong in the dark. An upside down world, but yet this sense of joy on the horizon. So it's not all bad, Brandy. It's not all bad. You're unsettled by it. It's a strong 10, and look, October 10. So it's the energy that is surrounding this whole thing, Brandy, is that of the number 10. And the 10 here in the 10 of Cups, and that's a sense of joy. And so it's the mind games. So it's confirming some of the things you already know. And this one here, I don't have the cards memorized, so I'm just kind of looking at it, what the pictures say. Let's just take a look at what this guidebook has. So this is in a sense that there's a box full of stuff that is opening, but in a sense that it's not fully being revealed. So whatever it is, in this sense, it is not being revealed to you what it is. You're being watched. Mind games in the dark, covered up, a box that is concealed. Concealed. That's the spirit of this thing. So pay attention to the angel number 1010, and this whole energy is that of a 10, and is that of a 10, but that's not necessarily a bad energy. In the sense, the 10 of cups is a good energy when it comes at 10. A family, a partnership, friendship, of joy, of having everything that is there, but yet it's clouded by these other two spirits here. I hope that helps. I don't know if that helps. Thank you for presenting me with this question, Brandy. I think that was all the questions for the day. Let me just go back to the thing. Was there someone else? I think that's it. If there's anybody else, then I can open up the next reading. The next live stream, I can open it up with your question. I'm glad that it helped. Mind games, yeah. Games in the mind. All right, Sarah. So if anybody else has a question, I can get to your question the very next time I go live. The very next time I go live, I can do your question. Nope. All right. Well, thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Brandy. Thank you, Baja. Thank you, Lila. Thank you, Maria. There's someone else here. But I don't think they're here anymore. Thank you, Fran. And thank you, Thanduzala. And thank you, Chinese Disco Babe, for your questions. And before I close this out, is there anybody else who has a question? And if you have a question, please state your question, and I will start the very next live with it, and I'll tag your name into it. Okay? All right. I'm going to close this live out. It's getting to be dark around here. I need to go take a little more walk. And maybe I'll do another live on my other show later today. I don't know. It just depends. All right. Good night. And it's good to see you again, Maria. It's good to see you. Bye-bye.